Hello guys, welcome to Pivotal Traders. We'll be starting the analysis of Dow Jones in 5 minutes. Hello guys, are you guys can hear me? You can type in the chat box and let me know if you can hear me. So what we do here is that we do trade in Indian indices, and we also try to have a complete view of the overseas market. And it is only to train your eyes about different scenarios, different possibilities which arises across. So there is no need to be stick to one market, one country. That is what beauty of trading is. You're free to trade anywhere in the world, and whatever instrument excites you the most, you should be able to look at it. So US market being the most active, the most front runner, and the most capitalized country in the world always lure bigger and bigger investors, and thus the price action which takes place in this market can be a big of learning for all of us. So that's what I am trying to do here. We'll be analyzing the price action on Dow Jones and looking at how similar or dissimilar it is to the Indian market. If you can hear me and if you have any other doubt, you can type in your chat box and let me know. We'll be starting in 1 minute. Okay, guys, let's start with analyzing the trends and the price action in the Dow Jones and how it is different from our Indian market and what learning can be deduced. So I will not be looking at a complete past view. I will only be looking for the past 7 to 8 days, what are the trends and how it will be unfolding in the next few days. So you can see on my chart, I have opened the 4 hours candle, and you can see our wide range movement in a particular range has happened in the Dow Jones. And this movement, if you we can capture on the movement by just drawing out higher high, lower high, then a range bound movement, then continue to make higher lows, and it formed a kind of wedge here. Can you see? So this wedge formation, it should have been like this or came here, but it is nevertheless it did form like this, and then it broke down on the upside. Let me draw this much nicely. So this was the wedge formation on Dow Jones, and it over here there was a breakout in this. This was the point of breakout, and then we can see it's kind of taking support over here. So we extend our line here and then study it. So what we find is that this point becomes an important reaction point, important support point, an important point where the hearts of the bulls becomes shaky if the price comes to trade at this range, and they look to pull the price upside. And if the bears, if they expect that the price have fallen down here, they know that the price is too low, and then they short cover their positions, and hence an upward move is being taking place at this point. So you can see here what happened out of after the breakout from this wedge. After the breakout from this wedge, price jumped in. Price jumped in, then it went up, then it went down, then it made an attempt to break this layer. Very sharp candle comes into the action. Okay, and then again here, then again here. So you can see the kind of movement. First, the ups, if we can measure the quantum of upside movement, it was this much. Then it became, let me just do this. Okay, it was this much first. Then second time it became much higher. Then third time it became much higher. Okay, now what do we expect here? What do we expect here? This formation of higher highs and the momentum being greater each time the price came to test here also signifies that this level now becomes a weaker one, because the kind of momentum happened here, it should have happened at this point. So what I'm suggesting is that the momentum which came here came late. It should have come right over here. So somehow this is a redundant price action here. This should not have happened. If you can catching me, you can comment on chat box how much you are understanding and how much you're not, so that I can familiarize all you are what I intend to say. Can you understand what I am doing here? Okay, I will repeat. I will repeat. Since we're live, I'm no in a hurry. So what I intend to say here, that this wedge formation once exited at this point marked by the pink arrow, you can see this support point becomes each time the Dow Jones came to test at this price. But each time of it's coming to the testing, the momentum became bigger and bigger on the upside. Then it came for the third side. The momentum was V-shaped recovery, and it was also the larger one completed. Okay, so I'm saying is that the momentum kept kept on increasing and increasing. But then this support becomes redundant and weaker. If the Dow Jones comes, if the Dow Jones comes to test this level again, like let's suppose like this, then we can expect it to break and go towards downward all the way to this side. So what I expect in Dow Jones, some kind of retracement marked by a bearishness in the market in the coming days. Move to 45 minutes candle. The 45 minutes candle, we can see that the price action is making being sideways confusing, where the inconsistencies on higher high, higher lows, lower high, lower high, higher low is being maintained. So what I mean is that here it made a lower high, higher low, then it made a higher high, then it made a lower high, then it made a lower low, then it made a consistencies in the price action is being taking place here. So once it exits this point and marks towards downward, then we can see a level of retracement all to this point, and then a break from this point towards downward. Okay, so that's what I'm expecting here, that Dow Jones looking to be exhausting its bullishness, and it may come down to test a new low in the recent days. That was the analysis which I wanted to share. If you have any questions, you can type in on the chat box and let me know.